And welcome inside the WB Mason Coach Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Ryan LeFay, alongside Dennis Papadatos, the head coach of the Hofstra Wrestling Program. Coach, how are you?
Good Tuesday. Nice day off yesterday.
Nice day off. And you guys were wrestling the day before against Binghamton at home, and you guys fall 31-10. Brian Damon, Bobby Fair, and Michael Hughes all winning matches. Just walk us through that match against Binghamton.
Those three winning matches, or
just the whole match in general?
Damon's never beaten that kid before, so it was a nice turnaround. I felt like he dominated him worse in the score set as well. So I'm sure that kid's going to have some fire if they wrestle each other again in the NWAs, but that was a nice improvement. He stepped up and tried to be a spark plug. Same thing with Bobby. Bobby's actually beaten that kid before, but they wrestled this year at Lock Haven. And at Lock Haven, he got a major decision by him. And I think Bobby was really struggling with what he believed, and he really stepped up big and turned that around for himself. So that was a big stepping forward from Bobby. He actually also wrestled pretty well against the Army kid as well. Even though he lost, he wrestled pretty well. And then Mike did what he was supposed to do. So those three were positives, and we had a lineup shift last minute, not on purpose, but we had a lineup shift, and some guys had to step up, and some of the matches that we lost, guys battled, but we got to make some adjustments so we don't lose those matches when it comes down to March when we see those kids at the NWA tournament. So. Some things need to be turned around. Some things we made improvements, and we got to keep making the improvements. And some things need to be, readdressed to make alterations.
You guys now in the heart of the IWA play. A couple of players a couple of wrestlers on your team. You've really seen some vast improvement since that break, since that 3-week off period, whether it be in practice or actually on the mats.
To be honest, everyone in practice, but obviously Damon is now wrestling where we thought he would be all year. So, that's nice that we helped him to get through that. Coach D'Angelo's been there a lot. Same thing with Bobby kind of coming out of the slump. And I actually don't think Frank's coming out of a slump. He's lost, he just didn't wrestle that well this weekend. It happens. He's been putting together a good year. Didn't wrestle that well this weekend. Wrestled the Binghamton kid, lost by a point. He beat him by a point, and then he lost to him by a point, and then he lost to him. You're talking, inches, separating them. So it's not like he, I still think he could have won the weekend, but, the sky isn't falling for him. So, obviously we have a great opportunity to get him right back on the right track next week. And Damiana, same thing. I thought he competed hard. He showed some, he wrestled really well the last few weeks, and I actually thought he wrestled well, but just the competition level was a little increased. So we got to just make some jumps with him. So. Overall, I think a lot of guys have been trying to compete better and do better, but sometimes, it doesn't come to fruition always when you want it to. So we just, you got to keep playing your cards and keep moving forward.
And this weekend, coming up the 24th, a triple header against 2-3 really tough opposition. How do you prepare for a triple header, whether it be at home or on the road? Is there anything different that you go over in practice or preach to your team?
No, other than consistency, because you've got to. It's a lot harder. You got 3 competitions in one day. It's going to take a toll on your body. It's going to take a toll on your mind. You got to get ready for it. So, we really got to go hard at the beginning of the week, and then on the days that we go light, we really got to go light to get them ready, if that makes sense. So you don't change much other than you got to be ready to go hard and then repeat it a few times, as opposed to getting up for one event or 2, which can be daunting. Now you got to get up for 3, whether you like it or not. So, we'll see if we'll have some lineup adjustments, but, we don't have that many kids in the team anyway, so for the most part, you'll see the most, but we'll try to get some other people looks, but at the end of the day, we want to win all 3 dual meets. So, I'm going to also put out the people I feel like have the best chance to win all 3. So, but you got to develop people as well along the way. So, consistency, going hard, rest, and consistency is what we'll focus on this week to get through the weekend.
And that triple header again against Sacred Heart, against Clarion, and against Columbia. You see anything in those 3 teams? Or any lineup changes like you mentioned? What do you see in this triple header coming up this weekend?
I see Clarion and Sacred Heart that are vastly improved from last year. They're both a lot better than last year. And Columbia team who beat us pretty good last year, and Columbia beat Binghamton the night before we wrestled Binghamton. So we got our hands full, and I still don't think we need to do anything exceptional to win all three. I think we have the ability to do it, so, focusing in on the right things, as I keep telling the guys, trying to blow our fuse box every day in practice to see if we have any faulty fuses so we don't find them out in the matches. I use the example of, a multi-million-dollar race car can't work if one of the fuses don't go. So, if we have any fuses that need to be switched or fixed, or we need to know, we need to put them through the trenches in the room to see if any are gonna blow. So that's, we did that today, and a few blew, and we're gonna correct them, and a few guys found out that, wow, I have no fuses wrong, so hopefully that helps their confidence. And that's all you can do at this point, making guys feel good, believe, making them feel good, and keep moving forward, and have I call it a short memory. A short memory from last weekend, a short memory from this morning, a short memory even in the certain go in practice. If someone scores a point on you, have a short memory and score the next point. And that's where we're at.
Dennis Papadatos, the head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me. Happy, almost getting ready for the semester, so happy intercession.
Intercession. Thank you for watching the W Mason Coaches Report right here at GoHofstra.com.